Welcome to Make a Path Presents. I'm Ronnie Hayes, and today we need to talk about who Negan is willing to kill. Now, I probably should have just done this video a long time ago and got it out of the way. But more and more, since we're getting closer to Season 7, more and more I am seeing people using the excuse, Negan doesn't do that, Negan is against that, as a way to say, oh, Negan won't kill Michonne because she's a female or she's black. Negan doesn't want to be a racist and whoop-de-whoop. Now listen, that's partly true. In the comic, Negan was walking along and he stopped at, I think it was Heath, to be honest. And he's like, well, I can't kill you because then they'll call me a racist. And he walks along again, and then he comes up to Glenn and he says like the same shit, race card. I think he just says that. He proceeds to kill Glenn later. But he walks up to these different characters and he's like, well, I can't kill you. You're the leader. They won't follow me. Whoop-de-whoop. We talked about this briefly in a previous video. He says that to Rick. He's like, I can't kill you. You're the friggin' leader. You know, these people they'll look at you as a martyr. You died for them. I can never break these people and get them to, you'll be their god. You know, they'll worship you. Not that far, but that's Negan's rationale. And he says the same thing with Michonne, with Glenn. He gives these excuses to why he can't kill them. And I think a lot of people in the hype for Season 7 and in the excitement for predicting who's going to die, I think a lot of people are totally forgetting why that scene was important and what the purpose of it was. And they're just running off saying Negan doesn't kill women. He doesn't believe in that. First off, that's bullshit. That is utter bullshit. Negan will kill a woman. He killed Holly, you know, which we're not doing spoiler alerts for the comic right now. First off, the comic is old. Go read it. Buy that shit. Second off, Holly's dead in the show, so it doesn't matter. But Negan will kill a woman. He either kills himself or he has Holly killed. She's killed off screen. But he allows it. He orders it. It was his idea. Let's take bits and pieces of what is actually true from the comic and see how it applies and how it got warped. Now, the whole purpose of the lineup and Negan coming up with excuses, the whole purpose for the story and as a writer, Robert Kirkman's purpose for that was actually to make it random. And we know this because of the Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Mo. He wants to pick. He wants it to be random. He can't make up his mind as far as, you know, Negan in the role. And that is a part of the tension because it stretches this out. And it was a really, really crafty way to write this scene. Because you have Negan show up, you know, he comes walking out, bat on his shoulder, and he starts talking all this shit, right? So much shit. So you're reading and reading and reading, and the tension is high. And then you get to the moment where they gotta pay the price. So someone's gonna die. I mean, this is it. But instead of getting right to it, instead of Negan being like, oh, you're it. I don't know why I picked him off the shelf. I'm like, well, fucking little Negan, come on, you're going to join me for this one, you know? Fuck yeah, man. Anyway, so instead of him just picking his victim right away, Kirkman does this clever thing where he's like, I just simply can't decide. Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Mo. And as you're reading it, man, you are looking at from panel to panel as he's doing the Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Mo. It's got the bat. It's got the character's face. Now, mind you, you know one of these characters, they're fucked. You don't know how bad. You don't know what it's going to look like. You don't know if it's going to be definitely death or a severe beating. But you're thinking someone's going to die. I mean, that's what I was thinking reading this. 2 pages of this Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Mo shit as you're reading it. It stretches it out, and it definitely adds that tension there. And it was very, very, very clever way to craft that scene. So a lot of fans are taking this Negan not knowing who to pick. They're stealing that bit from the comic, but they're forgetting it was there more as a writer's tool than a character trait. As far as Negan not wanting to kill someone because they're black, because they're a woman, because they're Korean, because they're the leader, because they have a weird mustache, it doesn't friggin' matter, you know what I mean? That wasn't Negan's intention. That was actually a writer's tool to create and extend the tension in the scene. And I think that was freaking awesome. Now, as far as Negan killing women, he's against rape, but here's where the discussion is debatable. We do not know right now with a shadow of a doubt, we do not know if Negan is legitimately against the act of rape. And that, again, it's debatable because Negan provides an excuse. When he tells his man, David's about to rape Holly, he tells him, you fuckwit, we don't rape. And he gives an explanation. He doesn't simply say, we don't rape and that's it. I'm against it. I hate rape. That's not true. He says, we do not rape because we are working with these people. After you rape Holly and let her go, what are you going to do? You can't work with her. If you go rape all their women and then go up to them, you can't work with those people. Imagine if he allowed that, you will have a revolt. Now, Negan's way, he underestimated Rick, but Negan's way of running things would have, held out. It was holding out. It was working. Rick's an exception. Negan crossed the line by killing one of his people. I do believe shit would have went a different way if Negan just showed him we're the boss and did not kill one of his people. I think all-out war could have been avoided. I think they definitely could have worked around it. But it is the kill itself that makes them go to war, because Rick isn't fucking around after that. It's awesome when you go back and look at what happens as cause and effect. But Negan's whole argument against rape is so they can work with the people after. Now, in the story currently, we're seeing Negan dealing with a tribe that rapes not just adults, but children as well. So we are going to see, of course, if they go to war before Negan sees any of this, we might not see his thoughts and opinions on it. But we are definitely, almost definitely, going to see how Negan will react and how he feels about rape. Now, if he genuinely is disgusted by the idea of rape, he will have a problem with it. He will stop it. He will, deal with that. Whoever is doing it, he'll deal with that. But if he was only against rape as a means to keep the people he was controlling from trying to riot, from trying to overthrow his leadership, that's a whole different scenario. And I think us as fans get really excited and we forget some of the motives. We forget why things are in the comic. Again, the any, mini, money, mo, the not wanting to kill because of the color of your skin or what ethnicity you are, whether you're a leader or not. This was a writing tool more than it was like a character trait. Negan doesn't walk up down the line and say, I don't kill women, so I'm not picking you. He kills women. He doesn't go, because you're not white, I can't kill you. He says he doesn't want to be labeled a racist. It's more as like a mocking way when Negan's doing it. So he could definitely kill someone that isn't white. Now he turns around and kills Glenn right there. And he told Glenn he can't kill him because of the race thing. You know what I mean? So we have to understand Negan can and will kill any motherfucker that's in the line. Any one of the 11 he will kill. I like to see it as random. I know a lot of fans are talking about, Negan's going any, mini, money, mo, but he really knows who he wants to kill. I disagree, and I think that takes the whole vibe of that scene. I feel like it robs it of the vibe of how it could be any one of them, and it's just a matter of any, mini, money, mo. When you're it's luck of the draw, or your shitty luck of the draw, whatever way you want to look at it. Anyway, that's just a little talk on Negan and his beliefs and shit. And keep in mind, everything I'm saying, I'm pulling right from the comic. I'm not trying to interpret it as how I see it. This is exactly how it is in the comic, and we can't add anything to it because we just don't know for sure. Negan surprises us. That's one of the qualities I think is most interesting about him, because he could be compassionate one minute and then kill you the next. And the way his character is written, I really like that, because in a really weird way, he's just a normal guy. You know what I'm saying? But it's a normal guy living in a world with no rules. You know what I mean? So it's a different kind of normal, and I think it's really interesting. Anyway, put your thoughts and opinions down in the comment box. I know this is a topic we definitely should have discussed and got it out of the way the moment season 6 ended, but we were preoccupied as you know. Anyway, thoughts and opinions, put those down in the comment box. And please, if you want to debate or anything at all that has to do with Negan and how he feels, please either go and read the comics or go and reread the comics. That's very important. I do it myself a lot where I'm like, oh yeah, so-and-so was kind of like this, and then when I go back and reread it, I see it, and it becomes a little more clear how the characters felt, what they said, and things like that. So keep that in mind. If you're like sitting there, oh no, I know for a fact Negan said he doesn't kill women, go back, reread it, and if he does, hell, tell us which issue it is, and I'll even go back and reread it. Put your thoughts and opinions down in the comment box. I'm done talking. It's your turn. Subscribe now.